Score. Coventry.
Strachan's absence, Ron Atkinson switches Jesper Olsen to a starting role on the right, with Arnold Muren on the left, back for the first time since that epic victory over Barcelona here 6 months ago. Alan Brazil is fit again, but he's kept on the substitutes bench by Norman Whiteside's excellent recent form. Raba ETO from Gyor near the Austrian border were champions of Hungary in '82 and '83 and runners-up last season. Predictably, they've included an extra marker, Sefeshi, but they do have a reputation for scoring goals, notably from Peter Hunik, who was in Hungary's midfield in their 2 European Championship matches against England. Tonight's referee is Rosas Santos from Portugal, a late replacement, in fact, for another Portuguese official who had to cry off through injury. It's Raba then who kick off, appearing in England for the first time. And just how lucky will Manchester United's 13th European campaign be? It's not got off to a particularly auspicious start with the late news that Gordon Strachan wouldn't make it tonight. And here is Jesper Olsen, who would have played on United's left, as he has done in the league games so far. Graham Hogg wearing number 6. Nice layoff from Mark Hughes, bringing Muren into the play straight away. And the goalkeeper for Raba Gyor is Laszlo Kovac, who was Hungary's 3rd goalkeeper in the 1978 World Cup finals in Argentina. Gurutz, now Stork, in his first European game, signed from 2nd Division football by Raba in the close season. Arnold Muren. Olsen's darted through the middle. And it's taken instead by Hughes. I'm not quite sure whether Arnold Muren was looking for Mark Hughes, as Olsen set off on a run ahead of the Dutchman. But it was Hughes who was positive, took it on the chest and fired away. Duxbury, nicely picked out by Muren. Whiteside came off Sefeshi on that occasion. Moses. But Olsen was brought down by Tresseler. Free kick already played short. Olsen. And Brian Robson! In typical fashion. "16 minutes gone. A goal from the captain's table. A short free kick. An early cross from Mike Duxbury. They were looking to mark the front players, but they didn't mark Robson. Arriving unattended, and the left foot did the trick. So that early quarter of an hour of patience really by Manchester United has now been rewarded with a positive strike from Brian Robson. Stork making a run, and the ball curving beyond Hogg and Stork. But Bailey had sensibly stayed on his line and was able to make the job of fielding it look as easy as it should have been. Whiteside. Here's Remy Moses. Hughes has darted away, taking Flodjvik with him and creating space for a player coming in, as Robson had done a minute or 2 earlier. And here's Hughes again. Well, how often have we seen Brian Robson making that sort of sortie, arriving with power and with penetration, adding to a succession of useful goals at the highest level. Duxbury. And again, for Hughes, he turns and he couldn't keep it down. Well, they call him Sparky in the Manchester United dressing room, and he's lit a spark or two here. He's been lively right from the off, and he felt his marker, Klodjevic, close to him, turned him, but couldn't keep the shot down. Hunnick. Here's Hughes. And Olsen, there's room again. It's with Whiteside, and it might easily have been two. When they draw Raba out, Manchester United, they're virtually finding attacking room at will. Hughes. It's Muren, the furthest forward. Arnold Muren has returned to Manchester United's first team with a calm piece of finishing and a probing run beyond the front players. A popular goal for a popular player who may not be an automatic choice this season. And Mark Hughes taunting Raba Gyor again, and Muren with that lovely left foot sliding it home. (2-0), 6 minutes of the first half remaining. Arnold Muren on the score sheet. So the absence of Strachan forgotten. The presence of Arnold Muren being applauded by the Old Trafford regulars. Muren. Whiteside, held up on that occasion by Sefeshi. To join battle again. Muren. Little drop for Orbiston. Moving into the stoppage time at the end of the first half, and a highly satisfactory first half it has been for Manchester United. Whiteside. Conic took too long, but the half-time whistle goes. Goals from midfield from Brian Robson after 16 minutes, and from Arnold Muren, benefiting both the scorers from tremendous work from the two young front players, Mark Hughes and Norman Whiteside. At half-time at Old Trafford, it's Manchester United 2, Raba Gyor 0. We'll take a short break and join us then for the second half. Arnold Muren's goal, allied to that of Brian Robson's, makes Manchester United's tally an impressive 10 in their last 2.5 games, with none conceded. Just the sort of form to take into a match against Liverpool, which of course comes up here on Saturday. Kurutz. Raba Gyor beat the current Hungarian champions, Honvéd, 1-0 last Saturday. A match which was equally important to their domestic programme. Sure, Ron Atkinson will be pleased not only with the 2 goals, but with the patience and at times restraint that his players have shown. Hughes jumping in to Lojvik. No free kick given. Hughes has the ball again. Robson has a chance to make it 3, and Kovac didn't really know a lot about it. There was some hesitation there from the Hungarians, expecting the referee's whistle, which never came. Mark Hughes was the player who might have expected to be penalised, but he was then free to play Robson through. Kovac kept it out. Olsen's corner. Hogg beaten by the goalkeeper's fist. Murin again. Olsen had checked back to stay onside, but right side couldn't accomplish that. Well, he was indicating that it was very close indeed. Control again from Stork. You can see why Raba have signed him this season. And Tuabek, Sabo, and they had 3 waiting for the cross. But it was Stark, the tall number 9, who is operating as a front player. Although he's been playing in midfield in the Hungarian First Division, he's causing the problems. Kurutz. Just a reminder again that although Manchester United are 2 goals in front, that they must maintain their level of concentration. 2-0 in a home leg is never a bad result. United, of course, will hope to make plenty of opportunities to add to those 2. And Hughes has almost done it in an instant. It's a splendid performance that he's giving the 20-year-old Welshman. They can't control him. And how close he came to a goal that he would deserve. 3rd goal, you sense, would send the crowd home really happy. But Raba Gyor showing more and more ambition. And here's Pressela. And Kurutz. It almost came back for Pressela again. And he in turn lectured Kurutz for not using Stark away on the other side. But here's Brian Robson. Forging a path through the middle with Hughes. And Robson. That might just have killed off the Hungarian challenge, at least here at Old Trafford. Sabo just nicked it away from Graham Hogg. Stark to his left. And here's Hanik, who can be lethal from here, but not with shots like that. A moment or 2 earlier, Brian Robson linking up with Mark Hughes again, and Robson so close, torpedoing forward. And Lazar Sentesh, who would have started the game, but was not regarded as 100% fit with a thigh problem, replaces János Vági. So a striker for a midfield player. Certainly indicates that Raba Gyor aren't satisfied with a 2-0 defeat here. Stark. Here's Olsen. That was a beautiful dummy. Completely bewildered Sobol. And Olsen wins the corner. He's not had the best of luck in European competition, Jesper Olsen. In his 3 years with Ajax, they went out in the first round each time. And a simple goal for Mark Hughes. And no one deserves it more. Olsen and Muren combined at the short corner, and Hughes said thank you very much. The distractions pulled the marker away with the corner played short, and Hughes could hardly miss. And with so much money having been spent over the years by Manchester United, how delighted they must be here, the homegrown talent doing so well. Moses, and Whiteside was trying to direct it back into the far corner from his point of view. It struck the defender. It looked as though it would be 4. It looked as though Whiteside would have his name as a scorer alongside Hughes, his striking partner. And that time it was Moran. Ron Atkinson now in the centre of your picture, down on the bench. Hardly needs extra identification. If any of you don't recognise him now, he's the one doing a lot of chewing. Orbiston and Sabo. Must have sensed hope then. Bailey has picked out Duxbury with the throw. Robson. And Muren. Whiteside. And Kovac with an emphatic punch, followed by a long protest as to why the likes of Norman Whiteside are allowed to play keep ball inside the Hungarian penalty area. Eight minutes remain. Stretford End a little slow in returning the ball. Muren, and they've left Hogg this time. Moses, and Whiteside might well have been claiming that. And it sneaked past Kovac. Hogg was unattended, so too was Moses, and then Whiteside just made contact. It's been a thoroughly rounded performance by Manchester United. Satisfaction for Ron Atkinson, I'm sure. The side have taken a firm first step along the European road. And a performance to remember from young Mark Hughes, who got the goal he deserved in the second half to make it 3-0. But throughout the 90 minutes, taunted Raba Gyor and will make it very difficult indeed for Frank Stapleton to oust him. The other two scorers in the first half, Brian Robson and Arnold Muren. A final score then from Old Trafford, it's Manchester United 3, Raba Gyor 0.